This video is about an amazing guy named Paul LaGloire, or LaGloire. I don't know. Better let him tell you.
The last name is L-A-G-L-O-I-R-E. It's LaGloire, it's a French name. It means the glory.
Paul is an amazing guy because at age 85, he still plays ice hockey with all his friends, including this guy who's my neighbor Dennis. Anyway, Dennis wanted me to shoot a video about his friend Paul, but Dennis didn't have the $9,000 I usually charge, so I let him talk me down to $20,000. After all, it seemed like a great story, and Paul seemed like a guy I wanted to meet. And this was my first time inside a hockey player locker room. It was really cool and it felt really tough, and there's all this hockey gear everywhere. Paul is the organizer of the league, and he's the guy that collects the money and creates the lineup, which are displayed on the screen at this moment. I got a chance to interview Paul, and it was really the greatest thing that could have happened at that moment.
I started playing when I was 5 years old, and I played till I was about 20, and then when I moved here, I started playing when I was 83 years old. Well, once you play 3 times a week, I mean, it doesn't hurt. You know, you're into that groove, and you fall down, but you get up, and it seems that you're not hurting the following day. It's an exercise that keeps you in shape, and as compared to going to a gym, I mean, there's no comparison.
It was one of the few times I've seen a real live hockey game being played right before my eyes. It was really exhilarating to watch all those guys skating around all fast. Paul looked awesome out there on the ice. Couldn't believe that an 85-year-old man was playing ice hockey. After the game, all the guys were pumped up and having a great time, drinking beer and talking and telling stories.
Well, I've always said that I'm going to keep playing as long as there is one player who's worse than I am.
Thank you very much.
I said, Lucy, how about a quickie? She says, as opposed to what? The other day, I'm walking on the street and I see that little boy. He's sitting on the curb and he's crying. And I ask him, "Why are you crying, little boy?" He says, "I'm crying because my yo-yo won't go up." So I sat right next to him and I started crying too.
He single-handedly is the most inspiring guy. He's the most fun guy.
The guy's like 200 years old. He's like a turtle with skates.
So he's told by his doctor he's taking medication. He can't drink beer with it. So he's sitting in the locker room here drinking wine instead.
Paul has heart surgery, and within a week comes back and decides that maybe he'll skate the warm-up. Right, just the warm-up because he feels a little dizzy. And then he's back within 2 weeks playing again. And does the doctor know this? No, why would he need to know?
On the ice, off the ice, runs the whole show, drive 110 miles to get here, and at least 80% of it is to see an 85-year-old guy naked telling horrible Jesus jokes.
He goes over to St. Peter, and he asked St. Peter, "Do you have hockey games down here?" "Oh yeah, sure, we have hockey games. There's a game going on all the time here." And he said, "Well, next week we're going to play a game against hell." And he said, "We want you here because every time we play against hell, we lose." So Rocket said, "All right, I'll be there and I'll score all the goals that you want." So St. Peter says, "We're still going to lose." "Why are we going to lose?" "Well, all the refs are in hell. That's why."
Thanks for 30 years of pickup hockey, Paul. Happy birthday, and hope we can have another 30.
Paul.